Right, Jack here, Jack again, for the tutorial to the Three Magicians card trick. That is such a cool card trick. I actually love that card trick. Does take a little bit of a setup, but don't click off because it is simple and effective setup. I've only done the card trick 3 times and I learned it already. So let's get on with this. Turn it so all the cards are face up. And get what you're going to need. You're going to need 2 7s, 4 aces, and the 4 kings, or the 4 cards you want to kind of be extra. So that could be a royal flush, so that would be the 10, the jack, queen, and the king of spades, or whatever. So I go for the kings if the person I'm doing it to isn't really a poker fan. So first of all, what you're going to want to do is get your kings. You want to get 2 kings, like so. Get a random card, like that. Get another king, and 3 more random cards, and another king. And then that whole chunk goes on the bottom of the deck, just like that. So it's actually on the top right now. Okay? So if you turn it up so that it's face down, they'll be on the top. Now, turn it face up again, so the cards face up. And get the 7s, like so. Now count out 13 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And the 7s have to go in the 14th and the 15th position. Nice and simple. So in the 14th and the 15th position, you should have the 7s. And coming from the top or the back, whatever you're looking at, you should have 2 kings, 1 card, a king, 1, 2, 3 cards, and another king. Nice and easy. Now that deck can just sit to the side for a minute, and you're going to want your cards, the aces, set up on the table in a certain way. You're going to want it clubs, hearts, diamonds, spades. Okay, so CHDS, cuds, or whatever. Nice and easy. So you got the aces in the right position, your deck is set up, let's do this trick. So, I'm not going to bother speaking through it all the time, you know, like how I did it in the performance. If you want to know how to do that, which you will, it just sounds so much more professional if you do it that way. Just look at the performance and then just mimic what I say. Okay, so now what you're going to do, you're going to turn the deck face up and count off 9 cards. Okay, 9 cards. I don't know why I did that. 9 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice and easy. You just square them up, turn them over, and put them on the ace of clubs, so you can still see the ace of clubs. Then you want to take off 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And get a pinky break under this 7. See, the best way I do that, I push it off, put it back, and just kind of slip the pinky under there. So watch again. You push it off with your thumb. You just kind of move the fingers out of the way. So you just got to push, and then when you bring it back in with the thumb, you just got to slip that little pinky under there, and then just kind of hold that in the grip. And once you've got these 4 cards and you're squaring them up, you want to turn them around and then square them up that way, and just catch that 7 underneath the deck. So there it is, R7. Well, there he is. Okay. So now, make sure they don't see that. I probably did that in the performance, because I always do that. Just kind of put it down nice and neatly, so they don't see the 7. Now you want 11 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 cards, squared up, turned over, put on the ace of diamonds, and then the rest of the deck, turned over and put on the ace of spades. Really easy. Now, you pick up the pile on the ace of clubs, fan them out, okay? Now, you want them nice and big like that, so you want to count from the bottom. 1, 2, 3 cards, and then the card, and then that is where the ace of clubs has to sit. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 cards, then the ace of clubs has to be put in there. Nice and easy. Now you've done that, you want to carefully take away the ace of hearts. Make sure you don't flash the face-up card, the 7. Turn that over and put that on the first deck. This is where it gets a bit complicated, so just watch. So, you've taken away the ace of hearts, and you've turned it over and put it on the first pile. Take the rest of the cards that were above the ace of hearts and put them on the pile. Now, you take the ace of diamonds, put it on top of its own pile. Take the ace of spades, put it on top of its own pile. Then from left to right, or whichever was the first pile, go along that way, okay? Just like that. Nice and easy so far, I keep saying that. Now, what you have to do, you have to say, well, I'm not going to say that, do whatever you want to do. Well, like, if you want to do the magician's thing, look at the performance and then mimic it. And then you have to kind of either fan out the cards like that if you don't have much room, or generally if you have a table, always do that. It looks so much more professional. So then, once you've done this, and you've found the 7, you just keep that 7 there, and all the cards above it, you just turn over, put it on the table, like so. Then, you want to do a double lift on that 7, like so. So you just, because what am I saying? Because there is an ace there. So you just got to do a double lift there and put that 7 down carefully, otherwise you'll show the ace. Then you got to say, right, use it as a guide. Then you turn them over, don't put them face down, turn them over. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, the 7th card will be the ace. So you want to do this however kind of magically you want. You go like that. Then show the ace of clubs, like so. Now, all of these cards just have to be picked up like so, and just plonked on top. Simple. Then you do the next bit, which is where you can fan out the cards again, find the ace of hearts, just pull that straight out, and put it there. Leave the cards at the top where they are. Now, you have to say 2 down, then 2 go. So you put 2 cards down and put the whole deck on top of that. You have to do that. Then you have to say, right, you're going to count out the ace of diamonds, A, C, E, O, F, D, I, A, M, O, N, D, S, and wait, that S will be their card. Okay, so just remember that. Now, don't pick up this little pile here. Just square it up and move it to the side. Now, this is where you have to find the ace of spades. So you do exactly what you did in reverse. What you would have done is either wave your hand over it and try find it, or wave both hands over it and try find it, or click your fingers over it and then spell out the card on top of the pile that was squared up and put over there. So then you spell out A, C, E, O, F, S, P, A, D, E, S. Find out that it's not that card, just put that down, square up this pile again, and just leave it to the side. Now, we're getting through this video now. Now what you're going to have to do is in and out. You're just kind of gripping it with your fingers, in and, crikey, out, in and out, okay? Just go all the way through. Take your time. It really doesn't matter. Just don't rush this. Don't make sure there isn't 2 like in one pile. You just want it one at a time, nice and easy. Okay. You could even talk while you're doing this. You could just say, right, all the magicians were laughing at me when I was doing this. And now, once you've done all the cards above, you just need to kind of break them off like that. Okay. Now, that pile just has to go down there. Simple. Now just do that again. Make sure you always go in first, then out. Okay, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. And I did actually forget to say at the end, the one you always put down is the one that was out jogged. Okay, every time that's the one that has to go down. So this was the out jogged, that goes down. The in jogged goes for a rerun. Go in first, then out, in, out, in, out, in. Take out the out jogged, and the out jogged goes down, like so. If you don't want to make that so obvious, you can say, right, which one could it be, and, you know, just make it more of a performance. Finally, you'll have 4 cards left. You want to do in, out, in, take the outjogged, okay? And this is important. The outjogged has to go on the very first pile you made, okay? Like so. And then this is the injogged, the final card. That will be the ace of spades, like so. This card, you can just show that card, it's nothing. And now you could say, right, I'm a poker fan. A better hand than this would be the 4 kings. Hope you enjoyed this, and see you next time.